Hi, it's Ronnie and welcome to my channel. Today's layout I made at the Secret, Not Secret Kit Club party, and I was part of a team. And so on the team, I got to pick the sketch. Miranda picked the two pictures. Amy picked the theme love. Fran picked stamping. And then Katie picked this gorgeous mood board right here. And so all these things are going to go together, a list of 5 things that I need for my layout. Since it had a theme of love, I had to find 2 pictures that had the theme of love, and that's my daughter and my son-in-law, and they were in Kentucky going to the Kentucky Derby. She should have had her hat on. She does have a hat, but she don't. And that's a little disappointing for a scrapbooker going to scrapbook, but yeah, she took it off. But he has his on at least. I pulled these pieces of paper out of the Pink Fresh, and see that paper? I love that paper. You might hear me tell you that a few more times because I like it so well. This one was the darker piece of the mint. It's kind of almost a teal. So I decided to use it for the circle to make it show up just a little more than the background. And I didn't have the right circle cutter, so I just used my Martha Stewart circle cutter and took my pencil around the outside of it, and all I'm doing is fussy cutting. It might be a little off here and there, but by the time I get everything else on the page, you won't notice it so much. And yes, this is that paper I love. And see how all these little pieces of paper it looks like is layered one on top of the other? I'm just going to cut along the edge here, except for that green one. I have to cut it because it's overlapping the peach color one, but I'm just going to cut a little bit out from it, and then that one's too long too, so I'm cutting it shorter. But I am going to slide it up underneath the circle and use it in the same place well, the darkest piece that's in the sketch is, only it's a rectangle piece. And when I seen this paper, I thought, I don't have to do a rectangle. I could fussy cut around the edge of these. The 2 pictures are straight on the layout, so I'm going to go ahead and do them straight on my layout too. Oh, and here I am making a tag. And that piece of paper is the only thing that's not Pink Fresh. It was laying in my scraps right next to me in the little bin. And it went with, it's a Simple Stories maybe? Or Photo Play. I think it was Photo Play that I got free from I won from the scrapbook store. But it went perfect. The colors went perfect with the ones I was using. And I thought it'd be awesome to use it for a tag. I'm fussy cutting around the edge of this piece of paper, and I know I had to debate on that because I was cutting the outside edge and it felt wasteful. But the other side's printed, so I thought I can just use the other side for stuff. I'm poking holes in this circle because I want to go ahead and stitch around it, and the embroidery thread that I found goes perfect. I mean, absolutely perfect with those flowers that's in the papers on here. I'm just doing a back stitch around this, and I am going around the whole thing because I wasn't exactly sure what I would be covering and what I wouldn't. Sometimes I take a pencil and mark it off if I'm pretty sure, but I wasn't on this one, so I just stitched the whole thing. And you will see me glue the knots. I did have to add thread twice to the original piece of thread. I didn't guess good enough. Of course, it does get harder to stitch with the longer it is. I'm just going to slide this piece underneath the circle, and I was deciding which part of the ombre paper I wanted up and which part I wanted down, and so I took the lighter part and put it on the top. And see how much darker the circle is? The one in the sketch is darker too, so I thought that would be a good idea. Look at the sketch. It does have a tag stuck under there, and so that's why I'm sticking my tag under there. And it also has a little bow in the tag with the twine, and so I put a bow on mine too instead of just having the strings hang. The pictures in the sketch also are up straight and staggered. I like putting mine a little bit of angle usually when I do that, but I'm going to stick with the sketch and put them on here straight. I'm putting the one where they're looking straight at you in the front, and then the other one I'm putting in the back where they're kissing. Let's see, what am I doing now? Oh, I'm starting to add my flowers and leaves to the layout. And I'm just going to tuck them here and there. Most of them are cut off where I don't have much option but to tuck them under, but then some of them aren't. I pulled out some ephemera to use, and first I thought I would leave that one tag right on top of the other one. And then I thought, oh yeah, I've got to do stamping. So I am going to pull out a stamp, and this one stamp is all I'm going to use. And I'm going to stamp it right on the bottom of that circle. That circle already says noteworthy, and my stamp's going to say favorite moment. I'm going to use that little banner that you've seen also, and it says head into the clouds. And then I'm going to add another one that says I love a good story. And since it's, love's the theme, love stories, what I was thinking when I was doing it. I'm picking out the ephemera and stuff to put on here. This is kind of plain with just that on there. So I decided I'd glue some flowers. I glued one already on there, but I'm going to glue another one before I'm done. I think just one more. I wanted to get it stamped and figure out where I was going to use it before I put all the flowers on there. I didn't want to put no flowers where I didn't need any and have to cut more out is what it was. But I will, I think, end up cutting one more out before I'm done, or maybe two. But I am going to end up cutting something else out. I'm going to put it on foam tape and just put it right there at the corner of that one picture is where I'm going to end up doing it. The other girls, I think, are making videos. So a couple of them are making videos, and I think they're going to do the sketch a day. And Miranda's going to do the same sketch for I think it's off the board with pineapple papers. So she will be using this same sketch one day and do her layout on video. So watch for that. Oh, here's where I decided I was going to put the foam tape, and I'd forgotten to pull the little piece of paper off. I think that's what it was, so I had to reach under there. I found that heart, and so I just cut the white on the outside off, just because I like to do that. And see that tassel there, the one with the tassel? I'm going to use it because that's the one that says I love a good story. And I'm just going to tuck it right underneath the one that's already there. Yeah, that's the one I'm going to use. And I'm cutting the white off around there. It's what I'm doing in case y'all are wondering. Just so my tassel will go ahead and hang. Later, I thought I could have got some embroidery thread or crochet thread that was black and put in there and put the real thing hanging down there. But no, I didn't think of it then. I really love these puffy flowers, and I wanted to use more. Well, it's flowers and hearts and stuff. I wanted to use more of them, but I couldn't find any place to put them. I think they're the puffy ones. There were some puffy ones I wanted to use anyway. Oh, and look at me. I'm using that little yarn thing. It's a bow, and it had like a purplish pink looking almost well, it was pretty sparkly thread around it, and I didn't like that. I left it on there and I glued that down, but then I put one of the gold foil hearts that I punched out on top of it so I could cover it up, because that color did not go with anything on my layout at all. But I actually used one of those little tassel looking bows. I think they're a tassel bow. Maybe that's what they look like to me anyhow. And I am going to use it on here. Let's see, what am I doing now? Oh, I just added a little foam tape to that flower that I put on the left-hand side. Oh, and here's where I'm going to pull out my title. And it's going to be kind of like a tone on tone. It's not going to be really bright, but you can see it really good when you're looking at the layout. It's just not going to show up really well on this video. And it's some really old thickers, and see how well they stick. I do put glue underneath them. I don't do it till I'm done with the layout though, but yeah, I do put glue on there. And here's the, I was looking at that to see if there was anything I could use. Well, I couldn't. But I am going to use the enamel dots, and I'm picking the ones that's the same color as her dress, because the mood board does have a dark blue, not exactly this shade, but it does have a dark blue on there. And I thought, well, I'll pull the colors out in her dress and put them on there. So I am going to put them in 3 different places, and 3 different sizes. And I'm going to keep looking at my layout and thinking, it needs a little more on the right-hand side. They're little, well, theirs is a little higher than mine. Their little cluster on the right-hand side is small, so I started mine small. But it looked kind of unbalanced because maybe I put more than they did on the left-hand side. I don't know. So I'm adding some more flowers there just so it feels a little bit more balanced. And yeah, there's the last one. I think I'll be done with my layout when I add that one. And yeah, I just wanted to come out just a little more to make it a little more balanced. But I had super fun at the Secret Not Secret Kit Club party. And they had so many challenges, and no, I didn't get in on all of them, but I had fun with the ones that I did. And I had fun being part of a team. I had a great team, and it was fun getting in Messenger and talking to them and deciding different things to do for the different challenges. But that's it. That's my layout. And if you'd like to try it, just tag me so I can see your layout. I'd like to see what other people did with this layout. And mood board. You need the mood board. Well, you need all 5 items to make it even more fun, because then you got to figure out how to add all that stuff in. But yeah, there's Head into the Clouds, and I love a good story. And there's my yarn thingy. Yeah, see, I covered up all that purplish looking thread, so it's not there. Well, purplish pink, I think. Maybe fuchsia. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But anyway, there's my layout. I've got it done. And like I said, I had loads of fun at the party. But if you leave a comment below, I'll get back with you. If you liked the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so much. But I hope you all have a happy, scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. Bye.